Dentata. Spread my wings. Dentata. Spread my legs. Dentata. Snakes in my garden. 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 Dentata, dentata, dentata. Penises.
I kill them all and I have no shame as their bodies fall, they cry out my name. Spread your wings.
Hi, I'm Michael R. Jackson, and I did co-book and lyrics for Teeth.
And I'm Anna K. Jacobs, and I did music and co-book for Teeth. And we're here at ART New York for BroadwayWorld's Notes on a Score. So we are going to share our process for writing the 11 o'clock number of Teeth called Dentata.
Teeth, for those who don't know, is about a young evangelical Christian girl who discovers she has teeth in her vagina, and in this sort of moment that we're going to be exploring, it's a final moment or a penultimate moment in the show where Dawn, our protagonist, has been betrayed for the final time, and her body is sort of taken over by the spirit of Dentata, which is a sort of ancient goddess who eats men's manhoods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What's amazing about this song is that it's been in the show almost as long as the show has existed. Michael and I started writing Teeth in earnest in 2011. So we knew that we wanted to write this number in which Dawn and her Promise Keeper girl cohort go on this killing rampage. We knew it wanted to be violent, powerful. We also knew that we wanted to find a way of tapping into genre and style that summoned the sense of ancient feminine as well.
And also just sort of tapping very sort of bluntly into the horror aspect of it, the way in sort of classic horror tradition, Carrie or Halloween, any of those sort of classic horror films that you know, we wanted to sort of this to be that moment.
We were throwing around musical inspirations.
Yes.
And Tori Amos is somebody whose altar we both worship at.
That's right.
But also was someone whose music we felt could really deeply inspire this chunk of the show where we've completely departed the real world. I was listening to a song called Quarter Light Sneeze.
Just the first Tori Amos song I ever heard off of that album, which came out on my birthday when I was 16 years old.
There's something about it feels ritualistic almost. Mm-hmm. It starts with a drum beat. It's like, boom, 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 boom. Something like that.
Yeah.
But better. Something about that deep drum beat and the repetitiveness of the harpsichord part, and the fact that it was on harpsichord at all, and the fact that it lived in this place where when I was listening to it, I felt it like...
It's primal.
It was primal. I felt it in my stomach. I felt it in my groin. Like it was deep and primal. And I was like, I feel like we need to make something that feels like Quarter Light Sneeze.
Yes.
So this is the figure we came up with. It sounds something like this.
And in this iteration of the show, the version that we're doing currently at New World Stages, Dawn has been possessed by Dentata, and so we're hearing Dentata speak through Dawn's body.
1, 2, 3.
And so I rise, I have heard your prayer, and between your thighs I am everywhere.
Dentata, dentata, dentata.
Inside I burn like a fire does, 'cause I breathe this flesh of the girl it was.
Dentata, dentata, dentata.
I tremble some, but I have no fear. Then I just go numb, 'cause the choice is clear.
We tried to keep a lot of sections of the song intact, but different characters would end up singing in spots that other characters had previously sung in. But there is one section that ended up on the cutting room floor right before we started performances at Playwrights Horizons. It started out as like a 32-bar section, then it became a 16-bar section, and then it went away. But what I love about it musically too is that something that Tori Amos does a lot in her work is she writes using parallel fourths, which is sort of like related to the whole tone scale. And I feel like not a harmonic device that you tend to find as commonly in like musical theater, standard musical theater harmonic vernacular. And so in order to kind of make these truth seekers feel otherworldly, we wrote for them in a way where they were in these like parallel fourths, and it felt like creepy. It was a great feeling when they were rehearsing it in the rehearsal room.
Follow the finger, it will lead you to the goddess, to her lair.
She will see you very soon, you dummy.
Burn!
She will see you very soon, you fool.
Burn!
Get you with a wound, you dummy.
Burn, fucker!
You fool. She'll see you
I feel her underneath my skin. She's there behind my eyes. But when we lock horns finally, she's in for a surprise!
Yeah. One thing about Dentata is that it pushes our performers to the full extent of, I think, what they can do vocally and physically. And like, I feel like our show actually does that. The way that it uses people's bodies and voices puts everybody in a very virtuosic space. And everybody has to have a big journey from where they start to where they end the show. And so as a result, because this is the 11 o'clock number, we needed it to just go full throttle at the end.
Snakes in my garden! Snakes in my garden!
Dentata, dentata, dentata.